What's up, folks? I decided to come on here today because I wanted to talk about something that has been bothering me a lot lately. Basically, it's the little potential war in Syria. The reason I want to talk about this war is because it is absolutely nothing like what happened in Afghanistan or Iraq. Basically, in this situation, you have the American government, the French and the British, that are all just biting at the bit to want to go and invade Syria, and the justification at this point has been that Syria now has used weapons of mass destruction, basically chemical weapons. The reason this is a problem for me is because, whether you know it or not, basically Russia and China have both gotten together and they've come to a conclusion that this kind of behavior is not going to stop from the Westerners. And they've basically drawn a line in the sand. It says that if we go ahead and invade Syria, they're going to go ahead and retaliate. Now, this is really scary for me because, unlike Afghanistan and Iraq, this time there's a potential to involve a country that actually could fight back. Like I said, it would be Russia or China. So we have a situation that could quickly escalate and get out of control and lead to basically the beginning of World War III. Not only that, let's go ahead and say that cooler heads prevail. Let's say that Russia and China decide, okay, well, you did something we don't like, but we're not going to go to war. Let's just say that what China decides to do is to cut back on the loans that they make the United States. What a lot of people don't really understand is every year when you hear that Congress is voting to see if they're going to raise the debt ceiling, the reason they're doing that is because every year they only have a budget of so much money that they can spend on everything that has to be done within America. Every year that money has to be replenished, and less has been coming from the people because every year everyone's been trying to say, oh, let's give everyone tax cuts. So the place they get this money is China. So if we get into a situation here where we invade Syria and we decide to do something, attack them, whatever, and the thing ends up provoking Russia and China, let's say they don't attack. Let's just say they say, all right, well, what we're going to do is we're going to stop funding America. What do we do then? If all the loans that keep America going come from China, or at least a majority, a big chunk, what are we going to do when that money stops? Where are we going to get the money to continue doing the things we do right now? We definitely don't have the money to do whatever we want and just not worry about running out. Money does run out. We can't print it forever. We don't even get to make it right now. That's a Federal Reserve, but the Federal Reserve is not part of the government. That's an outside group. So, am I alone? Is it just me? Am I worried about this for no reason whatsoever? What do you think? Do you think we're in a situation right now where we could get in way over our heads? We decide, let's go ahead and invade Syria. Is it possible that Russia and China attack and say, look, we told you so? Or could they even just go ahead and say, well, we're going to pull the funding from your government? What are we going to do? Is this going to go on forever? I thought this was the end of this when we got in Obama as a president. I thought that was the end of the war cycle. And it looks like we're about to start a whole new, campaign and go do it all over again. What's going on?